Good morning, Mr. Sims, right? Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On March 16th, 2025 at 929 Gustin Road in Harris County, Texas, the Memorial Herman Tower NICU, the officer made contact with the complainant. The complainant stated the defendant, the father of the child, was staying overnight at the NICU with their child. The complainant stated that when she arrived, she observed their child to be in the bed with a blanket fully covering the child's face. The complainant stated that she pointed this out to the defendant, which upset him. The complainant stated that she then asked to remove the blanket from their baby's face, which the defendant refused. The complainant stated that she then moved towards the baby carriage to remove the blanket, to which the defendant stepped in her way and pushed her back. The complainant stated that she reacted by pushing him back. The complainant stated that the defendant then cocked back his arm and punched her in the face with a closed fist, striking her on her left forehead near her temple. The complainant stated that she felt pain from the punch. The complainant stated that the hospital staff overheard the commotion and escorted the defendant off the premises. The officers observed a small mark on the complainant's forehead where she stated she was struck.
Okay, Mr. Sims, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. It appears a protective order has been issued. I would get to know it. If you do something to violate the protective order, the state can and will probably file a violation of the protective order against you. It's one of the worst cases you can pick up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do we know whether she wants to have contact with him or not?
We have not been able to make contact.
Okay, I don't know if she wants to have contact with you, so at this point in time, I'm going to order you not to have any contact with her and not to be in possession of weapons. If you violate this, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. I will do everything in my power to protect every single person in this county. Do you understand, Mr. Sims?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now, you have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance. It is your responsibility to stay in touch with Ms. Wright, and she will tell you if and when you have to come back to court. If she tells me that you've gone AWOL, she can't get a hold of you, you're ducking and dodging phone calls, I will issue a warrant for that. Don't pick up any new cases. It will not go well if you do. For now, we'll have you sign a reset with Victoria. I'll have you take a seat in the jury box while we generate your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Please. Joshua Rosas.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Rosas, you're charged with harassment. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On March 20th, officers were dispatched to a burglary of a residence in progress located at 12719 Greenshire, Houston, Harris County, Texas. The complainant stated that on Friday she ended her dating relationship with the defendant. The defendant continued to call and text her throughout the day. The complainant stated that the defendant showed up unannounced at the listed location and attempted to enter the residence through the bathroom window. The complainant explained that the defendant opened the bathroom window and threw a stick inside the home. Officers observed multiple calls and text messages on the complainant's phone. On March 16th, 2025, there were 3 missed calls. On March 17th, 2025, 1 missed call. And on March 19th, 2025, an estimated 109 or more missed calls. The officers noted text messages from the complainant on March 16th, 2025 with statements saying, "Leave me alone and please don't bother me anymore." The officers observed approximately 69 text messages from the defendant to the complainant on March 19th, 2025. The complainant stated she is in fear for her safety.
Mr. Rosas, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case, and I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to attempt any contact with this person and not to be in possession of weapons. I don't want you to go within 1,000 feet of where this person lives or where the person works. If I find that you do, I will put you in jail, and I'm going to tell you now, I'm going to make your bond so high you'll have hair falling out. Do you understand?
Yes, Your
I
Honor.
will protect every person in my county. I don't care what color, who you are. Do you understand? Do you have the weapon in this case? When is the last time you've talked to her? Is it continuing?
So,
I mean, Judge, we haven't spoken to her yet. I did voice a phone call. I haven't heard back from her. That being said, our victim assistance coordinator is in contact with her.
I'd like to know if it's still continuing, because if it is, I'm going to put a monitor on his ankle. If it is stopped, then I'm not going to. So perhaps maybe later on, you guys, if you don't mind reaching out just to make sure that it's stopped. And we'll go from there. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Rosas? Sorry?
Say that again?
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
Can I get an appointed one?
You have to qualify. We don't give them like it's candy on Halloween. You have to actually qualify. So what I can do is I can have Deputy Miranda give you an application. I need to know everything about you. How much money you make a month, how much money you have in the bank, what kind of car you drive. Fill it out, put everything on there, and then I'll take a look to see if you do, then I'll give you a lawyer. I'll have you go with Deputy Miranda now. I'll have you sign a receipt. Victoria will have you take a seat. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Please.
Go ahead and sign for your reset. All right, Judge, next is page 8, Paul.
So
Come on
do you
up.
mind filing those conditions, please? No contact, no weapons, no going within 1,000 feet. Good morning, Ms. Hall.
Good morning.
Ma'am, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Oh, you're also charged with evading arrest in a motor vehicle. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
On March 19th, 2025, an officer observed a vehicle on Northwest Freeway in Harris County, Texas. The defendant was stopped at a red light when the officer was stopped at a red light when the officer's traffic signal changed to green. The officer began to go through the intersection and observed a vehicle at a high rate of speed disregard a solid red light. A traffic stop was
Let's take a second to unpack what just happened. High-speed chase? Over 100 miles per hour? Headlights off? That's not just reckless, it's textbook evading arrest with aggravating factors. And yes, she had a license and even claimed to have a court-appointed attorney. Wild. What do you think was this desperation, or someone living like the rules don't apply?
initiated. The defendant refused to stop and continued to accelerate from units to actively evade and lose units. The defendant ran a red light and made a left turn, then traveled the wrong way through a U-turn, then continued down the street at a high rate of speed. The officers continued to pursue the defendant with emergency equipment activated at speeds over 100 miles per hour. The defendant continued to accelerate through multiple red lights, turned her headlights off, and drove in circles under the highway and drove the wrong way on the service road while attempting to evade from the officers. The pursuit came to an end when the defendant turned onto a dead-end road. The defendant tried to go around the officer's vehicle and struck the front end of the patrol vehicle. The defendant evaded for approximately 5 to 4 miles. A loaded handgun was found in the glove box of her vehicle.
Ms. Hall, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with your case. Can you run her license, see if she has a license, please?
Yes, Judge.
I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to drive maniacally again. If I find that you drive like this, I'm going to put you in jail the first thing, and then I will take your ability to drive away from you permanently while this case is open. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
I am ordering you not to be in possession of any weapons.
Her driver's license is eligible.
Okay. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
I have a court appointed already. I met with her Monday when I came to court.
That may be in your felony case, but just because you have one in the felony case doesn't mean that you have one here.
Okay, may I apply for one?
Okay, I'll give you, Deputy Miranda will give you an application. I'm going to sign a receipt with Victoria while we take a seat in the jury box while we generate your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign them,
Yes, sir.
please. You're Mr. Walker. Sir, Patrick Walker.
Yes, sir.
Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present if you can afford one. One will be appointed to you, sir.
All right.
On Wednesday, March 19th, 2025, officers were dispatched to a call for service at 10219 Rolston Lane in Harris County, Texas regarding disturbance. Upon the arrival, the officer spoke to the complainant. The complainant and the defendant had been roommates since January of this year, and the complainant stated that her boyfriend, the defendant's brother, were arguing about his friend being in their house as they were in the bedroom. All of a sudden, the defendant walked into her room and started talking about rent money. The complainant stated that the defendant started getting in her face, but she was backing backed away because she was afraid that the defendant would hit her. The defendant ended up grabbing the right side of her jeans and pulling her off the bed and dropped her to the ground, causing pain on her back. The complainant stated the defendant threatened her, stating, "I will break your jaw," and made you call 911. The defendant stated her boyfriend and her friend separated to prevent a further altercation and that she wanted to press charges.
Mr. Walker, I'm going to find that there's sufficient probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now, as a condition of your bond, not to have any contact with this person. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons. A protective order has been issued in this case. You need to get to know it. If you do something to violate this protective order, the state can and probably will file additional charges against you. It's one of the worst cases that you can pick up, a violation of protective order. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I will protect my county at all costs. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you are. I will put you in jail and make your bond sky high. You become a problem and you endanger my community. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Do you have the ability to hire lawyers, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we're going to reset your case to give you time to hire a lawyer. So I will have you go to Victoria, sign and reset. I'll then have you take a seat in the jury box. We'll get your bond conditions, we'll have you sign it, and then you'll be free to go. Please.
It's the last one, Judge.
Okay. Ready? So can you file no contact?
Yes, sir.
Ms. Zambrano,
Señora Zambrano,
you are facing up to 6 months in jail and, or, I'm sorry, up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine.
$1,000 de multa.
We're going to do
Vamos a hacer las un
silent.
Tiene que lo permanecer
Safe animal
todo lo
used
que
against
diga
you.
lo podemos acusar.
Give the right to have an attorney
El derecho
present
de
if you
tener
cannot
un
afford one.
representante, si no puede comprar uno, se le asignaría uno.
Quiet for the interpreter.
On March
Ese,
19th,
el 19 de marzo de
2025,
2025,
an officer was
Un oficial
dispatched to a nail salon
un
in Harris
salón
County,
de
Texas.
uñas en el condado de Harris, Texas.
The officer
El
spoke to the
oficial habló
complainant,
con el quejante.
who stated
Le
that she
dijo
had
de
just
que ella
finished
había acabado
getting her nails done at the
hacer
nail
sus
salon
uñas
and accidentally left her phone in
por su
seat 3.
teléfono en la
Sí.
silla número 3.
The complainant
El
returned to
quejante
the nail
regresó
salon
allí
and asked if anyone would
y
help find
preguntó
her
si
phone.
le ayudarían a buscar su teléfono.
No one helped,
Nadie le
so
ayudó,
the
entonces
complainant
la
called the
quejante
police.
le llamó a la policía.
The officer
El
reviewed
oficial
video
revisó
footage.
el video.
The complainant's
El
phone
quejante, el
in a silver
teléfono,
phone case
en un
was
caso de-
laying on the
estaba
handrest of
allí
seat
en
3.
el asiento del número 3.
The video
El
showed the
video
defendant
demostró que la
placed
demandada
2 binders
puso dos
on top of the
cosas
complainant's
arriba
phone
del teléfono de la
and
quejante
moved
y
both
movió los
binders
dos
along with the phone.
libros junto con el teléfono.
The defendant later
La
handed the
demandada
phone
le
to
dio
her
el
12-year-old
teléfono
daughter.
a la niña de 12 años.
The defendant
La
denied
demandada
having the phone.
negó haber tenido el teléfono.
The defendant's
La
daughter stated
demandada,
that
la
the
hija,
phone was
dijo que el teléfono
located
está
in the
localizado
trunk of the defendant's vehicle.
Okay, pause. A $1,200 phone, surveillance footage, a 12-year-old daughter, and a trunk handoff? This isn't Ocean's 11, it's Nail Salon 911. It raises an ethical question when a parent includes their child in a petty crime. Should they both face consequences, or is the child just caught in the crossfire? Sound off below, curious where you stand.
vehículo
And
de la
returned it to
cajuela
the
y se
complainant.
lo regresó a la quejante.
The value of the
El valor
phone
del
was
teléfono era de
$1,200.
$1,200.
daughter today.
No, Judge.
Zambrano, I'm going
Señora
to
Zambrano,
sufficient
voy a
probable cause to go
averiguar que
forward
es
with the
suficiente
case.
razón culpatoria
I'm
para
now
seguir con
ordering you
las-
as a condition of your
Ahorita, de acuerdo
bond
con
not to have
condición
any
de su
contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to go back to this location. And I tell you now, I usually order no contact with any other parties to this case, which would include your 12-year-old daughter.
hija de 12 años.
I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well.
Para armas de juego igualmente.
What's the nail place called?
En lugar de uno se nombraba
Sorry, Judge. It's not stated in the office report, but I'm looking it up right now.
Campbell.
Nails for you.
No, it's for you.
You're not to go back to nails. You are not to go back to nails for
Is
you.
that, no?
I don't know what your immigration status is, but if you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail and immigration finds you, they will put a detainer on you and you will be stuck like Chuck in custody until this case is over with.
Que se acabe el
And then they
caso.
ship you off to immigration. Do you understand?
Él no entiende.
If I find that you pick up any new cases, you violate any of these conditions, I will revoke your bond and
Lo
put
voy
you
a
in jail.
encarcelarla.
I mean, that's not so much conversations. Or.
Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, ma'am?
Por su propio abogado, señora. Sí. Yes.
You're going to reset,
Le vamos a
give
dar
you time to
una
hire a
fecha para
lawyer.
ocupar un
So
abogado.
have you sign a reset in Victoria? After that, I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and after that, you'll be free to go.
Para que
Do
le
not pick up any new cases. Do not endanger my community, otherwise it will not go well for
si
you.
no le va a ir muy bien.
Please.
Working on CJ Steers.
Okay.
We were here yesterday. He went and took a drug test, came back negative.
Wonderful.
So we would ask the court if the court would be open to amending the deferred conditions to include obtain a valid driver's license and obtain a GED.
Come on, Mr. Spears. Good job testing negative. That's great. Wonderful. I'm happy to acquiesce. That's great. Really. So look, I'm not asking much, man. All we want you to do is things the right way. And when you do, good things happen. Just get your license, get your insurance, and then your high school diploma. That's it. And I'll make you, does he have anything else to do on the probation? I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a deal. The minute you get your high school diploma and you got that gun class done, I'll cut you loose. You're done. You're off paper. Literally done with everything. Get the high school diploma, do that gun class, you're off. I'll take you off early. The minute you get all that stuff done. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Good job. Just do things the right way.
When he gets the driver's license, insurance, all specific case, and then
See that? I mean, you're holding everything in your own hand. You're holding the dismissals and everything. The quicker you do it, the quicker you're out of here. All right?
Sir.
Okay?
All right, thank
Done.
you.
So, I don't know, you want to reset it like 30 days or so? You tell me.
There's enough time.
It's I don't know how long it'll take, you
A
know?
little bit longer. Can we make it a little bit longer, but if he gets it before, then all to
But,
best.
I mean, you're obviously too old to get back into high school, so you're just gonna have to do the GED, equivalency. Just test it, see what you can do, and if you can pass it and they give it to you, money,
Would 60 days be okay with the court?
Sure.
Okay. All right, thank you, Judge. All right, thanks, Rich.
All right, good job, Mr. Spears.
Can you hear me, Judge?
I got you.
Yep. Hey, I was appearing for Mr.
yes.
Let me see here. The gentleman we sent to go get the evaluation. Mr. Adrian Flores. We sent him to do the TRAS. Can you hear me, Judge?
Yeah.
And then I think during the TRAS, Judge, yesterday, the day before, he started hearing voices. There was some problem and couldn't complete the TRAS.
What was the last name again?
Flores. I've got the number. Well,
Oh,
think it's
he's not on docket today though, Harold, huh?
no, he's off docket. Victoria wanted me to Zoom with you and just talk about it.
Do you have a cause number?
I have a SPIN number,
I'll take it.
03
Uh-huh.
01
Uh-huh.
6971.
And I think I think the letter styled it as he was refusing, but I think he was having a problem. I mean, I wasn't there, but
You've got to appreciate a judge who balances tough love with second chances. You do good, you're off paper, that's a real offer. And you can see the relief in the courtroom. But let's be honest, how many defendants actually follow through? Would you bet on this one making it to the finish line? Comment yes or no, let's see what the court of public opinion decides.
just the way she described it, that's kind of what
sounds like he was in a psychosis, like he was having hallucinations and preoccupied, just unable to like engage.
Have they not evaluated him for any kind of medication?
We can't give him medication. His competency evaluation came back and he was competent, so we sent him to be the TRAS.
So let's recomp him then, you know? I guess we should have him reevaluated, Harold,
Okay.
you know? I don't know what else we can do. We can ask for a different, you know, someone different to evaluate.
Sure. About that. There's just a problem.
Are you okay with that?
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. Cause I think,
So
I mean, maybe,
let's put him on for tomorrow. That way we can get the order done and then I can try to expedite it. So we get it done as quick as possible.
okay. You mean for Monday, maybe it's Friday, right?
Say
No, wait,
again?
today's Thursday. Today's Thursday. I'm sorry.
Or can you be here tomorrow? Or you want to do Monday?
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be again here in Fort Bend County, and I've got 5 cases here in Fort Bend County in the
Okay.
morning.
You want to do Monday?
I could zoom in a little later, but I could definitely. Monday's kind of busy. If I could zoom in, Judge, that'd be fine.
Yes, of course.
tomorrow.
Well, that's why we have it, Harold.
Yeah,
Just, you know,
sure.
make it easy. Of course you can.
That'd be great.
You want to do it tomorrow or when?
Sure, that'd be. We could do it tomorrow, but I think he's not on the holdover today.
No, they're on docket Monday. If he files the orders on Friday,
You know, if you do the orders today, file it tomorrow, I can sign it tomorrow and we can try to expedite it. But the main thing is that we need the orders filed. I mean, and we don't need him, theoretically, we don't need him here for you to file the order. You can just file it. And
All right.
then sign it and we can just set the process going. We really don't even need him here to do it, you know? I just need you to file the order and then I can
Sure thing.
sign it and we'll reach out to whoever to expedite it.
All right, I'll do that.
So you want to leave it on for Monday and just you file the order tomorrow?
Sure, we can do that.
Okay, done. Just do that.
Yes, sir.
then.
All
Okay.
right. Thank you, Judge. My big
Let
excuse.
me know.
You have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Take
Thank
care.
you, yes, sir.
Okay, you ready? Hi.
Well, this way I'll come back. Yeah. You want to wait for the dressers.
Hi, Ray. What's new, man? Are you and your girl?
Guy, yes. The other day you and I spoke and you said you all about it and said, let's wait to see what pre-trial says before.
I haven't even seen it.
No, I haven't seen anything back either. But we'd agreed not to put it on for Friday. I failed to tell Victoria not to put it on for Friday, so it's on for tomorrow.
I just wanted to make sure that's what you wanted to do.
What are we doing? I don't even remember.
So this is the one, it's a BVR with whatever.
When are we putting it on?
So it's for April 30th was the next reset date. We wanted to see if there was anybody that could tell us what the lab reports.
I forgot to even look to see if they replied to me. When did I look?
I haven't seen, unless he didn't reply to all, I haven't seen anything, but you know, it doesn't mean they didn't reply to all.
You know, replied.
Yeah, so I think it would kind of be fruitless to even have anything until we know a little bit more as far as are those medications.
Find out who the supervisor of the hit.
I think we would just need to subpoena somebody from Aver Health to come testify about it because it's, from what I've been told, it gets sent out to Aver Health and somebody there would be somebody who could tell us whether it was a false positive.
Who's in charge of pretrial services again? Who's like the head person?
Name is Natalie. I can't pronounce her last
I know who you're talking about. Okay, let me email her.
Okay, so can we take it off for tomorrow until we get a response
So
on this?
let's set it, because I don't want to forget about it. So how about we set it for a week and I'll waive the appearance?
That's fine.
And then
Did you want to put it on for?
Thursday, next Thursday.
Thursday, the 3rd, April 3rd?
You okay with that?
Well, because it's a BVR, the Friday.
Whatever you want. I don't care.
Thursday's fine. Thursday would be better for me because Friday I don't have anything, so.
No, well, let's set it for Friday.
Oh, come on. That's messed up.
All right,
Messed up.
Happy Friday.
Okay, Thursday.
John, or Harold, wait.
Oh, I missed the BVR.
Can you hear me?
You said waived, right, Judge?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, Judge, so, Victoria was telling me I have a guy named Ortega that I'm attached to, but, I've looked, I don't believe I have a client named Ortega. Do you know what, case number this is, or,
You mean for the one that we were talking about earlier?
No, that was Mr. Flores. But
Okay,
this
who are you
is,
talking about?
someone named Ortega.
Ortega. Are you telling me that you have an Ortega on the docket?
I don't, but Victoria's telling me that I'm attached.
The attorney is James Landry now. They're spelled different.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a-
Yeah,
That's a
different.
completely different person, man.
My bad.
So Victoria says she's sorry. Don't worry,
no
we'll
problem.
put her on probation.
No,
Yeah.
house arrest.
Yo,
House arrest, please.
really? Thanks, Harold. It's not you. It's someone
No,
else.
no problem. I just want to make sure it wasn't me, but thank you so much for calling me.
Thanks, friend.
You have a good day.
You too. John D.
That's on me too.
Blaze is taking the.
That's on me too. I should have called it a Jason.
Judge, did you just call
Yeah,
Johnny?
hey. Okay,
Hey,
so
Judge,
John,
I'm listening, Judge.
you got Hunter back there.
No, page 39, white.
No.
White.
Why? Yeah, so basically I came in and I talked to Richard yesterday. His felony is 4-8 and Rich was gonna evaluate it. And, you know, I can set it for trial and he thinks that, you know, he's gonna talk to felony and see if he can, you know, do something else with it. But I know it's on your docket for a while. We've been carrying.
What do you think?
So, I mean,
Kind of sucks that it's a mischief, though.
right.
You know? He's been in custody forever, though. I mean,
Right, and
Restitutions.
and that's the thing, Judge, I think he's stuck in there on the felony, it's a state jail, I think he was just.
He's stuck in there on our case, too.
In our case.
He didn't make $100 bond.
Yeah, so. And I think, Your Honor, I was trying to get a hold of the complainant, I know it's old.
What's the alleged mischief?
It is, Your Honor,
It's a hotel room, Judge.
yeah, there was a hotel room,
He also a vehicle.
he also had a vehicle, so he punctured a tire on the complainant's vehicle, $230, and then there was a.
I don't know, you want to set it for 4-9? And then that's the
I'm
last
fine with
we
that,
said?
Judge.
Okay. We have an offer on there, but I told John that I can evaluate it, see if felony.
Okay, do that. Let's have a decision, hopefully. By now.
I will have to.
All right, we'll set it for 4-9, day after.
You got it, Judge. That's perfect. I think that's the only one in question. Everything else.
No, you got Hunter.
Yeah, Hunter, I think we're waiting for 911, Judge, and I think the state was still evaluating
That's an
that.
early case.
Yeah, it's an early case. I didn't think there was an issue on that one.
May 6th through 8th.
May 6th through the 8th. Wait, May?
Just pick,
Only
just,
93 days old. So it's like.
We're already in May?
I did some.
What the
June.
hell? June?
Yeah, for arraignments, 2 months out.
Holy moly.
So sure.
So what do you say, John?
yeah, whatever, Victoria, just pick a date. I'm good with it.
7, May 7th.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, it's good to go back.
Is that it? We done?
That's it, Judge. That's it.